Good morning. If you're following along with the reading plan, we are in Matthew 8 this morning. And I tell you what, when I read Matthew 8, I am just struck by how tirelessly Jesus ministered. The chapter opens up with him saying Jesus came down from the mountain where he had just delivered the Sermon on the Mount, which makes sense. It says he came down off the mountain and he was met by multitudes. You know, he had to be, he was in a physical body. I know he had strength and stamina, but he was in a physical body. And I think, okay, he comes out of a place where he's just been ministering and he's encountering more people who need to be ministered to. And because his compassion, his kindness, his mercy, he just continues to minister. He ministers to the leper. That's the first one that comes along. He heals him. And then he encounters the centurion who tells him that, my servant is ill, but if you'll just say the word, he'll be healed. And Jesus does. And this is they finally arrived at Peter's home, and Peter's mother-in-law was sick, and he takes her by the hand and he heals her, and the fever leaves her. That would have been enough, right? But then it goes on to talk about, and that night they brought those who were demon possessed, those who were sick, all of them. And it says, and Jesus healed them. And then the time comes, I'm thinking, that is a full day. That is about the time you are like so done and you just want to go home and you just want to rest and you just want to recover. And so Jesus finds himself on the boat with his disciples, those who should have been and could have been strong in faith and fearless and encouraging to him. But you know what? They were facing their own battles because the storm came and they thought they were going to die. And Jesus had to deal with that as well. And goes a little further down and he speaks and he says, the birds of the air have their nests, but the Son of Man doesn't even have a place to lay his head. And my spirit, my heart was convicted because so often when I'm given the opportunity and the privilege of serving his people, I go home exhausted or I go home tired, but I go home to a warm bed with soft pillows and a nice cup of tea. We are so blessed to be able to minister, to be able to extend our hands into the lives of others. And my prayer today is that God would give you so many opportunities to use what he has given you, that you could love and minister and show compassion and speak words of healing into all you encounter this day. May God bless you and may he use you to be his hands and feet today.